Well, hello. Welcome to Tarot to a T. Today we're going to do a March 2023 reading for the sign of Gemini. If this is the first time to my channel, welcome Gemini. And if you're returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for your support. And a huge thank you to all of my subscribers and anyone who's donated to my Buy Me a Coffee account, which can be found in the bottom of the description box if you're interested in showing your appreciation. Okay, we're going to open up general inquiry for March 2023 for the sign of Gemini. What message? What message needs to come out for Gemini? Message for Gemini. Just like to remind you, this is a general reading, so if it doesn't apply to you, that's okay. Come back and join me for the next one. That one may fit your situation. You never know. Okay, we're just... Oh. Too many cards, and a big catastrophe, a big traffic jam. A couple more cards of advice and we'll get started. Okay, Queen of Spades. Could be dealing with a, well, this could be you. Could be dealing with another air sign. Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. She's got some power and authority. Now when she comes out, if you have been with me before, you know kind of the spiel with her. She's mysterious because she holds back. Sometimes people suspect, that there's something going on behind the surface and she's up to no good. I don't necessarily see it that way. It's just kind of dark because you literally cannot see what's going on with her because she doesn't share that. The Nine of Spades. Some kind of completion here that ended in a significant disappointment and loss for you. Probably out of your control. Something was kind of forced upon you. This could be you in the energy of not really talking about what's going on with you. It could have impacted you that deeply. The Six of Clubs. Yes, you're going through some kind of personal growth here. This personal growth honestly can be on any level. It could be spiritual, mental, emotional, financial. But the exciting thing about the Six of Clubs is it opens you up for other options and opportunities because you've gone past this level. It's like, I've used the analogy of a video game. Once you get past level 1, then it opens you up for level 2. And usually it's a little bit more challenging, a little bit more rewarding, all of that stuff. So when we go through a personal growth period, when we come out the other side, no matter how difficult it was, we have to look at the positive that we get to go on and we're not stuck. Five of Clubs. Some kind of changes were forced upon you here. Yeah. Caused a lot of personal growth. I'd say this is more on the mental, emotional plane, honestly. And something was stagnant. Something was standing still. You were stuck somewhere. And so this change had to happen. It was, you could almost say it was inevitable. And I do think, now that I have more information, that this is you, Gemini, just kind of being held back. You're holding back. You're not really talking about what's going on. It's not that you want to avoid it necessarily. It's just, I don't know, maybe it's so overwhelming and heavy that you're just kind of in a hermit mode. I kind of see that Queen of Spades as a hermit. I had a card flip out in the deck, but it went back in. So I'm going to keep shuffling here. But we're going to ask for more cards in your situation. Three of Spades. Yeah, you're worried and stressed out. you're possibly being pulled in a couple different directions. Could be emotionally, not necessarily, but there's like, I'm sensing there's like feelings or opinions that you're not sure how to feel about the situation. On the one hand, perhaps, just perhaps, you know you need to grow and go beyond this and not be stuck in it. On the other hand, you know, you're kind of having your moment, you know, where you really want to be angry and hurt and feel wounded. You want to kind of revel in your being wounded because you want it acknowledged. You want it out there. You want to... What is that word I'm trying to think of? It's like the primal scream kind of energy where it doesn't matter how immature it is or what it looks like on the outside. You just have to get this out. And you have to go through this period of probably feeling pretty pessimistic, having a really bad attitude. I mean, you could be battling that within yourself. I see that more as an internal experience. Because whatever this was, it was significant enough to cause the clamming up, the hermit mode, and a significant amount of grief. Yes, this is the one that flipped over in the deck and it went back in, and here we are again. This could be from the situation or it could be now, but it's a card that talks about feeling confined, like you're a prisoner, like you're stuck somewhere. It's also, on the flip side of that, the desperation to get out of that place. So whatever changed here, that might have built up to this, and that you had no choice. Things had to change. I'm not sure exactly what the situation was. It's not being shown to me, but there's a sense here of you were trapped, you know, and a lot of, let's say, a lot of ugly human emotion comes out in those situations, especially when we're reaching our limit. Or you could be feeling that now, that you're trapped, especially in this stress and worry. Like you don't know how to get out of it. Definitely not a rosy, fun-filled reading we have going on for you today. But we will keep going and we will get you through it. Too many cards. Actually, no, it's not too many cards. I thought it was more than a couple. Queen of Hearts, Seven of Spades. So the Seven of Spades talks about hidden information. Something being revealed. It's very possible that as a result of this situation, something was revealed to you, a hidden truth that came out. And usually, I'll just be honest, that hidden truth is usually not positive. It's not something you want to hear. It could be shocking. It could be on the scandalous level. But the Queen of Spades is a water sign energy, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. It's also the motherly energy, and it's about nurturing. When I first saw these two cards come out, my first impulse, I was going to say inkling, but impulse was to say, you're needing to nurture probably yourself, because whatever came out here with the hidden information was heavy enough that it was devastating enough that it blew your world open a little bit here, because this is definitely not like the readings I've had for you lately, and that you're in the self-nurturing mode, which actually would tie in very nicely with Queen of Spades, and just kind of holding back and being reserved and observing what's going on around you, but not speaking your mind, not expressing yourself, not telling others what's going on with you. So it could also, the Seven of Spades could also talk about that hidden reality for you, that you're in this self-nurturing mode. People on the outside may not understand that, but on the inside, it's you're keeping it hidden. It could be that the emotional intensity around this is so great that you feel like you have to. Like, I'm seeing the vision of like a volcano, an eruption, and you're trying to prevent that eruption. Two of spades, yes, you had some kind of, possibly this dealt with a person. This is a complete split. It's imbalance, it's disharmony, it's the opposite of everything you want with somebody. Now, it doesn't have to be a romantic partner. Could have been a friendship, could have been a falling out with a work colleague. But it's permanent. Permanent split. It's not going to reverse itself. It's not going to repair itself. Yeah, I feel like that's the crux of the matter. I think it was a huge falling out with somebody. Five of spades. Yep, breakup. Gosh, I mean, could it be any more literal? Another change here that involved a breakup. Doesn't mean physically, doesn't mean you were living with them. But again, this emphasizes changes being forced upon you. We had that with the nine of spades here and the five of clubs here. Again, I see that tied up with seven of clubs and no choice. No choice, because you're trapped. It became too overwhelming. It became too much. It's like you had no way out, so you had to find a way out. Wow. I mean, I hope you can see all this. Everything here is pretty dark and gloomy, except for Queen of Hearts. So you're in self-preservation mode. You're in self-nurturing mode. You're licking your wounds. You're taking care of yourself, which I'm glad to see, because this is all pretty. I'll just be straight with you. It's pretty dark. It's like somebody in a very, very bad place mentally. I'm going to go ahead and look at your cards of advice. I don't think we need to keep lamenting on the darkness here. Okay? Things are up in the air for you with this black and white joker. You also have the full energy. You don't know how things are going to turn out, do you? You don't know what's up ahead. That's the full energy for you. Some people see that as a new start. Yeah, you could be having a new start out of this eventually. I don't think that's your focus in March 2023, honestly. It's just about things being up in the air and unsettled. And the unsettling could be within you. You not being settled. Broken heart. Loss. So behind all of this and the volcano that wants to erupt and you holding back and biting your tongue, with that Queen of Spades, underneath it all you're in pain. Pain, loss. Usually Seven of Hearts talks about a person who's not come through for you, who has let you down. Like in the beginning things were over the top wonderful and then they quickly turned bad. It could be like a short-term, short-lived situation that just got really bad really quickly. Whew. Eight of Diamonds. This is the entrepreneurship card. It could have involved some kind of business. If it wasn't romantic, this is a solo effort here. Now that we are looking at your advice, so you could be asked to step up and perform some kind of solo act here. In other words, taking the situation by the horns and controlling it and steering it in the direction it needs to go and reaping the rewards from that, because the Eight of Diamonds does talk about the time and energy spent will reap rewards. Or it could be, if you are in business for yourself or you have that kind of mindset that you're being asked to focus on that will help you in this situation. It's like detaching. Maybe not forever, but, for the moment. And you're going to travel from this mindset to another. This Ten of Clubs, always positive. It always involves travel for good reasons. It's always positive. And it's not always physical travel. I don't see you necessarily... I'll take that back. Maybe traveling, going on a trip. Maybe you need a break, a vacation. But my first instinct there was, you're traveling. This will take you out of this darkness down here, and this heaviness, and this stress and worry. And that Queen of Spades being just biting your tongue and not wanting to say a word to anybody about anything. Traveling from anger, resentment, pain into a more positive mindset. Now, the travel could be a solo effort as well. You may need to just go off on your own. Yeah, that's not out of the question. Sometimes we just need to get away, and not necessarily with other people. I have a friend that we were talking about, just as a little side story, we were talking about music festivals, and we both agreed that we don't, not that I've been to a ton of music festivals, but I kind of know what they're about and how expensive they are and how you're tightly packed in with all these people, and sometimes you're camping. And we both just kind of agreed, you know what, we don't like people that much to be caught up in the chaos, and I don't care how inebriated you are. You know, some people really enjoy that. The more high you are, the more connected you feel to other people. I don't know that I buy that. I just don't know that I buy that. I think it's fabricated. It's not real. So why bother? And then, you know, with all the other things going on in the world with COVID, and you just don't need to be in a giant swarm of people. It's not my scene. Okay, the Four of Spades. So focus around the home and the security and stability you have in your home life, your lifestyle. This is about experiencing stress relief. Now, I am also seeing this as taking refuge in your lifestyle. You know, you probably have a cozy lifestyle, a cozy home set up for yourself. So it's very possible you're being reminded and encouraged to take refuge in that. And that'll bring some of the stress relief that we saw down here. I like this. And this literally just flipped out, like, it was just like in my face. The Ten of Hearts is the ultimate happiness, and ultimately, what I'm gleaning from that is from the end of this experience, it's going to lead to your ultimate happiness. Not saying you're going to feel happy about this, but you know, you're going to go on and you're going to get past it and move on to other things. Again, personal growth leading to other options and opportunities and doors opening up for you, possibly just other experiences with other people in whatever capacity this was, business or personal relationship. Completion, wrapping up a major cycle in your life. So there was something here you needed to learn. That's what all of this is about. Going through an experience where you learned certain lessons. We'll just, you know, here I am talking and these things are just flipping out. But learning certain lessons so that you could move on. And like I said, like the video game metaphor, going to the next level. And we have an emphasis again with the Four about things being balanced and secure in your home life. I just see you gaining a lot of happiness from that. You know, no matter how this turned out, it just seems like you're just being advised to be grateful and to use the resources that you have. And if you have this particularly cozy lifestyle, that's where you need to regain your balance here. And your perspective, it's going to help you. It's going to help nourish you. Because remember, we had Queen of Hearts emphasizing nourishment. Queen of Clubs could be a fire sign you're dealing with here. This could be you, if you have this in your chart. Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Now this could, actually I'm kind of seeing this as somebody around you. Again, you have a lot of queens out here, and I talk about power and authority. This is again somebody around you that has some pull. You know, they have some weight in life, in society, in some kind of position, maybe over you, but they're generous and supportive, and they can offer great guidance. So again, I'm not sure if you would have this in your chart. I'm just picking up that somebody around you, not necessarily female, a fire sign. So just, I don't know. If you don't know people's birth dates, you might want to look into that and maybe kind of put it together. But that person can offer great support. That's what those Queen of Clubs always emphasize. And yes, we have the colorized Joker this time. Alright, this is also the Magician card. You're going to have to allow time to pass and to things to settle down here, because that Joker does emphasize unsettled energy, just things being up in the air. But the Magician gives you a little bit of confidence that you're going to have help from the universe in some way. It could be this person coming into your life who's going to help you out, help you through this process. Because I see the Magician energy as kind of divine intervention. I mean, sometimes we can embody that ourselves in the moves that we make, but I actually see in this case you're gonna get help. You're gonna get outside help, whether you invite it in or not. It's just gonna be there for you during this time of unsettledness, and it just seems like you're gonna do the self-nurturing, and you're gonna take refuge in the home and experience that stress relief, but it seems like you need some external help at this time, and that's recognized and it's being acknowledged in this reading. So it's asking you to have a little bit of faith. I think that's what it's about, and just letting the course of things run the way they're going to go. But I am seeing with the Eight of Diamonds that this indicates to me you're going to be on your own for a little bit. But you're going to reap the rewards from that. Perhaps building that inner strength, if nothing else, after this period of growth. Okay, I'm going to end it there, Gemini. Hope you gained some insight from this reading and some help. Seems like you're in a dark place right now, and I don't necessarily enjoy seeing that. But hopefully you will get through it, and this reading has helped you get there. Okay, if you'd like to see when the next reading comes out, go ahead and hit subscribe, notifications if you're interested in making that donation. The link to that account can be found in the bottom of the description box. You copy and paste that into your browser, and it pretty much takes you right there. It's very simple. And by the way, I do drink tea. I don't drink coffee. Just a little joke. But anyway, thank you for joining me. I'll see you again soon. Take care until I do.